Grand Rising, everybody. Happy Friday. Thanks for jumping on. This is the Blanks Spot, and we are back on this Friday with another tutorial. So, as you jump on, do us a favor. Let us know where you're tuning in from. So, that means drop your city and your state to let us know where you're tuning in from. And if it's your first time here, make sure you type in a number one so we can know the first timers. If you're a number two, that means that you are returning. So, type a number two if you have been here before and you're returning. And if you are doing sublimation, guys, do a type of number three. Why am I asking you to do all these things? It's because we want to identify the people that we're talking to. So now, we are a sublimation blanks and supply company located in South Carolina, and we're going to be talking about how to use a sublimation transfer, specifically our sublimation transfers. So we want to we getting a lot of people that are asking about, if this is DTF, can it be used on cotton? I'm trying to get the best angle. Can it be used on cotton? You want to stand here for a minute? Can it be used on cotton and all that stuff?
So, everybody, how y'all doing out there? Happy Friday. So we are here wanting to just show you guys a few things regarding our transfers, the blank spot. Like Eric said, we have a lot of questions coming in. What type of transfer is this? Can you use it on
dark fabrics?
Yeah. And if you know anything about sublimation, then you know that you can't. But we want to go ahead and we want to show you guys how this actually works. Okay. So
knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half of the battle, y'all.
So the questions that we get about can it be used on dark fabrics is normally coming from people who only do t-shirts.
Yeah.
And people who are new to sublimation understand this, that sublimation has been around for hundreds of years. It is a science that's been around for hundreds of years.
It's not a new process, y'all.
And it's more than just t-shirts and tumblers.
Yes.
So we're going to do something today that is not going to be a t-shirt.
Right.
And it's not going to be a traditional tumbler.
That's right. That's right.
So it's the holidays, right?
It is the holidays. So happy holidays to you all. Today is December the 8th, I believe.
My days are behind, man.
I think today is December the 8th. It is.
Okay.
So the holidays are approaching us, and listen, y'all better get what y'all need to get because time is getting short. Right?
So let's do some advertising.
Absolutely.
If you are not following us, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, we need you guys to make a mental note. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yep.
It is the Blanks Spot Academy. That's with two S's.
Yep.
And if you cannot find it, you can always go to the link in our bio.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to the link in our description,
yep.
and you can see all of our social media handles there. Please subscribe to all of our social media handles and make sure you follow us there because we need all of that type of support that we can get.
Yes.
Also, if you are new to us and you found us maybe on a social media platform, we do have a website.
Yes. Listen, y'all, we've had a website before we've had any of these other platforms. So listen, I need y'all to go to the website. Check it out. We have hundreds of items on the website, okay? Theblankspot.com. If you are over here, just go up to that the link in the description, you will get it, okay? But our website is theblankspot.com. And guess what, y'all? Right now, until the end of the month, we have a sale, 35% off, okay, of everything on the website except the transfers. Transfers are already discounted. Most of the transfers you're going to get for pennies on the dollar, okay? So go to our website, theblankspot.com. That is with two S's, okay? 35% off. You have to spend at least $50 and it's going to automatically calculate, okay, your percentage, okay?
Then this is another thing. You're going to go to the website and you're going to see that there are a lot of things that are not there.
Mm-hmm.
There is a reason why. It's the end of the year.
End of the year closeout.
We're busting this closeout. So there's going to be a lot of things that are not available.
Yep.
And
we're not restocking until the first of the year.
Absolutely. So that's business. That's how it goes. And that's how we're doing it. So if you guys are interested in shopping with us, then you have to make sure that that you jump on it, okay? So there's lots of things that are on our website.
You just have to scroll, y'all. You got to keep on scrolling. There's a lot of things that are in stock. I promise you. We got a big old warehouse here, so It may not be a tumbler or a t-shirt, but there's a lot of other things.
Yeah, if that's all you're looking for,
that you can sublimate.
Yeah.
Y'all, it's other stuff other than a tumbler and a t-shirt. Y'all just gotta,
think outside the box.
Think outside of that box.
So this is a sublimation blanks and supply company.
Yes.
Okay. So if you're looking for anything other than that, we do provide a couple of other things. You can order DTF transfers through our platform.
Mhm.
However, we do not provide that directly. We are
Right.
providing sublimation blanks and supplies.
That's right.
So now our platform has changed. We do not allow people to come in and shop. We
Nope.
have a warehouse. So you can always order online, pick up in store,
Yep.
or you can order online and you can get it shipped.
Yes.
That privilege has been revoked.
Yes.
We're no longer doing that.
We have moved everything to our warehouse space.
Yes.
So we are only operating out of our warehouse space right now. Okay.
So my name is Eric.
And I'm Dio.
And this is the Blank Spot Academy, the Blank Spot Sublimation Blank Supply Company. And today we're going to do a satin pillowcase.
Mhm.
A satin pillowcase. This is 100% able to be sublimated.
Yep.
Satin is a polyester format.
Yep.
Okay. So just a little breakdown since we're doing a tutorial. You want to explain to them what sublimation is?
So sublimation is an ink dye transfer process. As you see my shirt here, okay. So when I rub this shirt, you don't feel anything on. Well, it's a hoodie, but you don't feel anything on the fabric. Okay, that's because that ink is inside of the fabric. Okay, and with sublimation ink is going to adhere best to the best amount of polyester possible. Okay. The highest quality, the highest count
Yep.
of polyester is going to bind to best. So when your polyester count goes down lower, then the ink is not going to bind to it. And once you start to wash it, it's going to start washing out. Okay. So it's the ink dye transfer process, what sublimation is. And you have to understand the science of sublimation. And if you don't, then you're going to be a little upset when you start to sublimate. So you have to understand that process.
So for anybody who thinks that, hey, you know what, I'm just going to do sublimation. All I'm going to do is get some shirts. I'm going to get a tumbler and I'm going to press it and I'm going to go. You're not going to be happy with the outcome because it's more than just pressing and going.
Absolutely.
It's not like a screen print transfer, a DTF transfer, or HTV transfer.
Right.
You have to understand how to press each substrate. Mm-hmm. And that's what we call these items that we're going to be sublimating.
Yes.
This is the substrate. I know it's a satin pillowcase.
Yes, but anytime you hear us say substrate, that means that it is a poly-coated, a polyester type fabric or something that we are going to sublimate.
Or surface.
A surface that is sublimatable. That's why we call it that.
Okay. So this is a 15 by 15 satin pillowcase. You can sublimate on both sides, and that's what I'm going to do today. Now, this does have a zipper.
Yes.
And has a seam all the way around this pillowcase. Now, I recommend that you always measure your substrate.
Measuring is extremely important, guys.
When I always measure your substrate, I don't care if you got everything from one vendor.
Right.
I don't care if you got everything in one pack. You want to measure each substrate. Now, for this one, it's not going to be perfectly square. It may have a tilt or a lean. So you want to get it as straight as possible. Now, the reason why I say that is because there are a lot of people who are going to be new to sublimation, and they're just going to slap on a transfer to a tumbler, or slap a transfer onto a shirt, and they're going to say, hey, I thought it was going to be okay.
Right.
Doesn't work like that.
Right.
The other thing that you want to be mindful of is you have to know how to sublimate different substrates.
Absolutely.
This particular, tell them about this and what I'm going to be using back here. You see that? Grab the cushion.
Okay. So when you're doing items like, say, pillowcases and things that have zippers and things on it,
or seams, or
zippers or seams, okay. Whenever you have things like that, you're not going to get an even press, okay, because of that zipper or seam, okay. So what we always suggest that you use some type of makeshift jig, okay. And for this example, we have some foam, okay? And with this foam, we're just actually going to take the foam and we're going to use the foam to kind of raise the substrate up so that we can get a even press. Okay, because if you don't, when you put it directly on, the press, you're going to be missing some parts because you have
It's going to hit the highest
seams.
side.
It's going to hit the highest side.
And the highest side here is going to be the seams and the zipper.
So that's why you want to get some foam or a makeshift type jig so that you can bring the substrate up so that you can get an even press.
Okay? So the next question is, where can I get this foam? I'm not going to say their names. You can get this foam at any fabric store, any fabric section that sells fabrics.
Yep.
So you figure that out. You can do your research. You can get this foam at any fabric section of any store that sells fabric. And this is basically a quarter inch foam, I believe it's quarter inch foam.
Yep.
And you see that we have been using it, but we're not going to put this directly on. We're not going to put the substrate directly on top of this, because if I do,
then you're going to have heat transfer.
The heat is going to activate this ink and it's going to transfer. Yep. So that is the reason why we have butcher paper here. I'm going to place the foam underneath here. Now, I already know what size image I'm going to be sublimating on this this satin filler case.
Yeah.
It is going to be our transfers. So if you go to our website, theblanksspot.com, that's THEBLANKSSPOT.com, you can see the transfers that are coming in gang sheet sizes.
Yep, we have gang sheets. We have, all different types of sublimation transfers. All you have to do is just purchase it. We'll ship it to you. You can come and pick it up. And then all you're doing is pressing, getting you the correct substrate, and all you're doing is pressing from there.
So our gang sheets are 12 for 12, 20 for 20, or we even have some gang sheets that are $12 and you get 20 gang sheets, so images. So our gang sheets generally run for the shirts or hoodies. They're going to generally come in 11 inches. So you got 12 11-inch transfers on a gang sheet that you can put on a fabric, a shirt, a hoodie, a crew neck, or something like that for just $12.
Right. And also, I just want to say this. A lot of people always ask the question, well, can I do custom? You absolutely can do custom. On our website, you're going to go to printing and transfer services. Then you're going to look for custom sublimation prints. Guys, we can print up to 44 inches wide for you guys. You can do a gang sheet. With that gang sheet, you can put as many images as you possibly can on that gang sheet. And guess what? Now you got a gang sheet of your own items, your own images, and we're just shipping it out to you, or you're going to come to the warehouse to pick it up. How about that?
And even if you can't remember how to navigate on our website to the custom site, if you're on Tickety Tack, all you got to do is go to the link in the description, and it's going to have a link that talks about custom prints and transfers.
Absolutely.
If you can't find it that way, you can navigate to our email, or you can navigate to our phone number, and you can call us and we can direct you to it.
Absolutely.
What we cannot do is we cannot accept emails for uploading documents via email.
Everything goes through the website. It's all set up for that. Okay?
We're kind of set up in a professional way.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we want to be able to provide better customer service for you guys, and that's what we're going to be doing.
Yes.
So this is the 11-inch transfers that I'm talking about. And it's going to be backwards because when you print them as sublimation, it has to be mirrored.
That's right. That's a part of understanding. That's whole science of sublimation, guys.
And when you press it down, it's going to appear to be right side up.
Okay? Absolutely.
Now, I have something else to share with you guys. We're using our own sublimation paper.
Listen. Guys, if you have not tried the Blank Spot Sublimation Paper, shame on you. No, I'm just kidding.
No, shame on you. No, shame on you. Shame on you.
Listen, y'all, customers are raving about our sublimation paper, okay? Why? Because it has a amazing ink release, okay? No butcher paper required, okay? I mean, it is just amazing, okay? We did a great job with finding the the right vendor for our paper.
So you're gonna get this paper. It's available in sizes, and I think we're out for the end of the year from 8.5 by 11. But if you have a small format printer, we do have 8.5 by 14. You can use that. You just may have to lay your paper tray down. But you can use that, and you can create opportunity to print more things on that end. We also
Absolutely.
have 11 by 17. We have 13 by 19, and we also have some 8.5 inch paper rolls.
Yes, we do have some 8.5 inch by 328 feet paper rolls, some tacky paper rolls. For those of you that do a lot of fabrics, you can really save some money with that paper roll.
So if you're interested in getting some of this paper, make sure you understand that the end of the year sale it only applies to someone who is shopping and purchases a minimum of $50.
Yep.
A minimum of $50, and you get 35% off. So that means $50 you're gonna get like $17.50 off. You can't beat that.
Can't beat
Okay.
that.
So we're using our own paper, sublimation blank spot sublimation paper.
Yep.
We have that was a segue into the next thing I was going to say. We're pressing at a lower temperature. We're pressing at a lower temperature. I have the heat press set at 370 degrees, and then we're going to press at a shorter time. I have it set for 50 seconds.
Yep.
Now, this is messing with me because I'm nearsighted and I can see nothing. So what you want to do is, if you're using our paper, that's our recommendations, and we're going to have a recommendation to you. You can go lower, but we have a actual set of instructions for pressing here.
Yeah, you get our transfer.
Here we're telling you 385, 60 seconds. However, if you're pressing with something other than the blank spot sublimation paper, you might want to stick with that standard 400 degrees,
Right.
60 seconds. That's just me saying this, okay? So now, I have taken the cushion and I placed it underneath the butcher paper. This is a 15 by 15 press. This is also a 15 by 15 satin pillowcase. Now I'm just gonna let you know. In your mind, you're thinking, I want to press the whole pillowcase. Even if I was to take this, even if we were to take this over to our 16 by 24, I still would not try to press the entire thing because I know the zippers and the seam is going to make it ghost, right?
Yep.
So we have an 11-inch transfer we're going to do for this tutorial, okay? So first thing we're going to do is already heated up and it's ready to go. So next, we're going to lay this down. We're going to lay this down. Doesn't matter which side. We're going to lay this down, and I'm going to pre-press. Now, there's a couple of reasons why we pre-press. One is to get the moisture out. Yes?
Absolutely. You always want to get the moisture out of your fabrics. And I know a lot of people are like, what moisture? You can't really see it. A lot of times there's moisture in our clothing.
And the other reason to pre-press is to try to get these wrinkles out. Okay?
Flatten it as much as you can.
To have it even as possible substrate when you print. No, I don't understand. Okay. So D just asked me if I need a butcher paper. Sometimes when we press, we'll get transfer here on our Teflon
From overage
of other
prints.
Okay.
Not that our paper bleeds. It's just if you have, when you measure, you have to over measure. So that means that you may have some overage around your print, and you don't want to get that transferred to your next project.
So if you're not sure if you have some transfer up here, then you want to make sure you have something to protect it.
Yeah.
Some people are going to tell you to worry about using this, that you can't use the Teflon, but that is a myth, and we've proven that to be untrue over and over again. All right, so I'm going to press this for about 5 seconds. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to
yes,
to
so
ask.
Put your questions in the comments. If you have any questions, we'll definitely try as best as we possibly can to get to your questions. Okay.
So I have a couple people joining us on our platforms. Grand rising to
y'all.
y'all.
So much.
I just pressed this out. That's all. Thank y'all for jumping on. Appreciate it. The gang sheets. All you have to do is go to the website, theblankspot.com. The gang sheets are $12. Excuse me, $12 for 12 gang sheets. They're 11 inches. You can pick from all of the gang sheets that we have. I think that was pretty much what I said.
We have a few different types of gang sheets that we already have pre-made. Okay?
Yeah.
You just have to go to the website and you're gonna look that menu, printing and transfer services, and you're going to look for ready to ship sublimation transfers.
So if you're looking for custom game sheets,
custom, if you're going to look for custom sublimation, okay, it's two different areas, all right? Again, for the pre-made ready to ship transfers, you go to that menu and you go to printing and transfer services, use ready to ship transfers. Okay, for custom, of course, you're gonna look for custom sublimation prints. All right. You're very welcome, Sweet Jones.
so you want to orientate your pillowcase however you want to because it has a zipper on it.
Yep.
I don't think you can go wrong with it because
Right.
it's a square.
Right.
And there is no arrow that says up. So don't overthink the process.
Absolutely.
However, I don't know if you guys can see, but for tutorial purposes, I'm laying this on the table. Okay, for tutorial purposes, I'm laying this on the table, and I'm trying to get you guys to be able to see as I tape this down. Now, you can use a measuring tape to center it. There's several different options that you can use to try to center this. You can use a measuring tape to center this. You can use a piece of tape to line it up and measure like that. The reason why I'm taping so it does
not ghost and move, and then it'll ghost. It'll shift, guys. So you want to make sure that when you are doing sublimation, you want to make sure you have some heat tape. Okay, that heat tape is going to be your friend. I promise you. Okay. And Eric, he's a type, he doesn't really like to use heat tape.
Well, since we're doing a tutorial.
But we are doing a tutorial, okay? We want to teach you guys the correct way, okay? So make sure you use
it ain't really correct way. It's like the best way not to mess up.
So that it does not shift, because it will shift on you if you do not have heat tape. All right.
We do offer heat tape as well. Our heat tape is guaranteed not to stain.
Not going to leave that awful yellow mark on your.
It's this color, so you get a lot of heat tape out there,
right?
Staining and stuff like that. So
absolutely.
I don't like wasting tape, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't like wasting. I'm not wasting. All right, so once I have it, and this is the reason, because we have to move it, we have to transfer it to the press. So once I have it on here, I am pulling it to make it as even as I can. I have to make sure that it is on the pressing pillow. So I'm just checking with my hands to make sure it's on the pressing pillow, and I want the seams and the zipper to hang off of the pressing pillow.
Right.
And I want to manipulate the pillow to where it pushes up.
Pressing up.
Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Come on, man. Now I have a medium to heavy pressure, and it's going to be different because when I do the initial press, I have to make sure I do the temperature. I mean the pressure check with the pressing apparatus.
Absolutely.
I said apparatus. All right.
So you always want to make sure you have good pressure, guys. So if you have to, I always suggest, maybe checking your pressure with your apparatus already under there before you heat it up. That's just, what I recommend. So you'll be okay. All right. So guys, we are at about 5 seconds. And Eric, you pressed this you did 370 on this one? Yep.
Seconds.
You did 370 for 50 seconds on this, guys.
So I am going to do both sides. And I'm going to let D reveal it.
Did y'all see us putting the butcher paper on top of that?
Oh, yeah, no butcher paper, y'all. No butcher paper.
It's not going to bleed.
It's not bleeding.
That's that TBS Sublimation Paper. It is amazing. All right. Okay, so I'm going to just stand right here. Hope you guys can see. Oh, yeah, we're going to show that. We did 370 for 50 seconds. I'll show you guys over here. Look at that.
And this is the ink release.
Ink release. How about that?
Okay, so you see a slight line.
All right.
You see a slight line in your pillowcase. No, don't fret. You can always take this pillowcase and you can put a piece of, while it's hot, you can always put a piece of butcher paper over this, and you can press it again and allow the press marks to come out. Okay, or you can wash it. Sometimes it'll come out like that as well. That means that I had a lot of pressure, so I can relieve some of this pressure on here. Okay, I can relieve some of this pressure on here. But now I'm going to do the other side. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. When I do the other side and I flip this over, I just want to make sure that it's right side up when I put the next image on here. Okay, I want to make sure it's right side up when I put the next image on here. So I'm just going to lay this down and take my next image. Now, the next image is a little bit different. Still a teacher image, but it's different. It's going to be a lot more colors. Once again, these are 11-inch transfers. 11-inch transfers come in a gang sheet. 11-inch sublimation transfers for $12. You can find them on our website at
theblankspot.com. Great morning, A to Z.
If you found us on TikTok and you saw us on TikTok Shop, this is not TikTok Shop. This is our regular TikTok, and you have to shop with us on our website. I'm going to be doing more of regular TikTok videos to promote our website.
All right, so we are going to.
So here's another quick tip.
Yeah.
If you're using your apparatus, your pressing pillow, and your pressing pillow is brand new and clean and doesn't have any transfer on it, when you flip your pillowcase over to do the other side, you definitely want to make sure you have butcher paper down,
right?
Because all of that ink is going to heat up and it's going to transfer. So I'm trying to save my pressing pillow from having as much transfer as I possibly can. Once again, I have it set for 370 degrees for 50 seconds. I think we got some questions over there.
All right, we have any questions? Well, I'm not sure. It depends on the type of material that you are using. So I really can't answer that question because I don't know what type of material and what type of shirt you are using. All of that plays a factor when you are pressing if it changed colors.
If the shirt changed colors and it was white, it's possible that your press was too hot.
It could have been too hot. Was the shirt white?
Was it cotton?
Was it cotton? Was it polyester? Those are the questions that I have to ask.
Any questions about what we're doing right now?
Yep.
About our sublimation transfers, our blanks.
All right. All right, guys.
That transfer?
Yep.
I caught that from going through. So it does activate again.
It does activate again. All right, so here's that other side. And we're going to show that amazing ink release. What ink is left? None. How about that? All right.
So why are we showing this? We're showing these items because we want everyone to know who's attempting to do sublimation or who wants to get started in sublimation, that there are more things to sublimate than just t-shirts and tumblers. Okay, that's why we're doing that. Also, we're a business and we sell more than t-shirts and tumblers. Grand Rising Kim, thanks for jumping on. So if you guys are interested in doing sublimation, this is something that you can think about. It's the holiday time, and it's always going to be an opportunity to share a gift or offer a gift item for your customers. So if that's the case, yeah, everybody's not going to want a t-shirt. So this is a great opportunity to actually show that there are other options besides just the tees and the tumblers. So Grand Rising, everybody, thanks for jumping on. This is Eric and D with the Blank Spot. We're a sublimation blanks and supply company located in Columbia, South Carolina, and we just did a tutorial on the pillow cases, the satin pillowcases. Where can you get a good, reliable heat press? Go to our website, 35% off. That was easy. We do have heat presses still left, okay? And we will ship them to you. Now, I can't help you with the shipping. The shipping is going to cost, but it's going to be reliable. You know where you bought it from, and we're going to give you a 60-day in-store return policy, okay? I love working with other substrates. You guys have a great selection of blanks. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. So now, that was that tutorial. I'm going to turn off my heat press, and I'm going to have you guys to follow me. I'm going to have you guys to follow me to our tumbler press. So it's going to get a little bumpy because I'm going to drag you guys over here. This one doesn't have a roller. This table doesn't have a roller, so I'm going to drag you guys over here. So it's going to get a little bumpy. But I want you to get your eyes on this tumbler press, okay? I want you to focus on this tumbler press because now I am going to sublimate a low ball tumbler. A low ball tumbler. If you're not familiar with the low ball tumbler, a low ball tumbler is a shorter tumbler. This is 12 ounces. This is 12 ounces. They come with handles or without the handles. It has a plastic lid just like a regular tumbler, and it comes with a short straw, okay? This particular low ball has a seam in it. I have done these all over. And I actually only did the all over inside of the convection oven. If you don't have a tumbler press that can actually do an all over, then you want to do your oven, your convection oven. Our tumbler press goes up to 30 ounces. And if I can extend it a little bit more, I can do a little bit more. But today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this as if I was pressing a coffee mug. Okay? Grand Rising, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. So now, if you go to our website, you're going to see some coffee mug transfers. We have taken the same transfers that we have, and we created some coffee mugs. Now, we don't have all of them in a coffee mug size. These are 3-inch in height transfers. These are going to go great with coffee mugs. Okay? So I'm going to do the same thing that I did with that pillow, and I'm going to put these on both sides. All right? Now, it's going to be a little bit different with this because this is not a coffee mug. I'm going to treat it like the tumbler that it is. So I have every tumbler press is different. So what I'm going to do is I have my tumbler press at its recommended temperature at 370 degrees. I have already checked the pressure. I don't want to have too much pressure, and I don't want to have too little pressure. So I already have checked the pressure, and I'm ready to go. I'm going to press this for I have it set for 45 seconds, but I'm going to press it probably for about, for this example, just because it's one side I'm doing, I'm going to press it for about a minute and 10 seconds, okay? A minute and 10 seconds. I don't have to do that. And it's not going to burn, but I just want to make sure that I get the transfer good, okay? So you want to make sure you have a microfiber cloth. Why? Because this is a poly-coated substrate, and you don't want fingerprints on here. So anytime you have a tumbler or a cup, you want to make sure that you don't leave any fingerprints, you don't have any lint or any residue on the substrate. I don't know if you guys can see me. I'm going to lay this down. If you guys have like a cradle, or even I can use this so it doesn't move too much, or you can get creative and use what you have around your crafting room to stabilize it, okay? I'm just going to stabilize it. That's it. I'm going to take the first transfer, and I'm going to make sure that it's positioned right side up. Once I position the right side up, I'm going to take some tape. I prep my tape. We do have tape dispensers still on our website, theblanksspot.com, that actually does the cutting for you. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and prep 2 pieces of tape. And the great thing about this is I always make sure that I cut my transfer as straight as I possibly can. Cutting your transfer as straight as you possibly can is going to ensure that it's not uneven, okay, lopsided. At the beginning of the year. As a matter of fact, babe, you still taking pre-orders on tumbler presses?
Yes.
We are taking pre-orders on tumbler presses. So if you go to the tumbler press on the website, you can actually pre-order, and it will be in what? Within 7 days, okay? But you got to do it soon because of the holidays, if that's something you're interested in doing. So I'm going to take this, and I'm using I'm using the top and the bottom of the tumbler to actually get it lined up. Okay, there's a couple ways that you can do this, and it doesn't matter because there's no handle on here. You can do it on the bottom or you can do it on the side. I'm going to do it. I'm going to tape it on the side, and I'll show you guys why I taped it on. I'm decided to tape it on the side. I'm taping this on the side because once I tape this, I can now take my thumb and press down and pull. Okay, I can also see if it's even or if it's not even, and it's not even. So I have my tape already on here. I can go back and take it off and position it again. Once again, this is provided that you have a straight transfer if it's cut straight. That's very important because if you're doing this for a customer, they're gonna, you know how customers are, guys. They're gonna want this thing as perfect as it possibly can be. Even though we know that crafting is an art, but we're gonna want it as straight as possible as well. Think I'm pretty good. I can actually straighten up a tad bit. And this is probably going to be one of the most challenging parts because this is not like a tumbler. You don't have anything to wrap it to. Okay? I think that's a lot better. Okay, that's the first one. And the reason why I don't have to tape it a lot is because the tumbler press is going to do the rest. Tumbler press is going to do the rest. Do me a favor, guys. If you're out there, make sure you share this video. Make sure you share this video on your platforms with your network. Also, leave us a comment. Go to our website, theblanksspot.com. Check us out. Once again, this is the year-end closeout sale. There will be a lot of items that are not there. And there's a reason why. It's not because we're going out of business. It's just because we don't want the inventory to carry over to the next year. It's a business thing, y'all. And I'm just taping the other transfer. Of course, I'm going to do one side at a time. But as I already taped both sides, I'm good to go. All right? So, if y'all follow me over here, I'm going to take this and put it inside. And I'm going to sub this at 370 degrees. Now, this is our heat press. This is not the one that we're selling. This is our personal heat press. And tumbler press. And every tumbler press is going to come with its own recommendations and instructions. I'm going to let that cook. So I'm answering any questions and responding to any possible comments that we have out here. Thank y'all for joining. We appreciate y'all. Happy Friday, Shawnee D. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. And if we missed anybody's questions, it's not because we were ignoring you. We were just engaged. So if you guys have any questions and we didn't get to them, make sure you hit us up. Grand Rising, Janet, thanks for jumping on. Safety is important. Safety is important. So you want to have your heat glove when you're dealing with any of these substrates because it can get hot. It does get hot. It will get hot and it will burn you. So safety is important. I also have a piece of cardboard. Some people use thicker cardboard, but I have a piece of cardboard that I actually set my tumblers on because I don't want to damage my work area. Okay? Now, I'm not going to remove the paper. I'm not going to remove the transfer. I'm just going to rotate it to the other side. And I'm going to press it again. Okay? So,
no, but just, that pink going to come off on that.
So I'm not going to remove it. I'm just going to go to the other side. Now, it's not going to overcook because it's barely touching. Now, it is touching some of the sides, but it's not going to hurt anything. With any tumbler, you're going to rotate it anyway, so it's not going to be a problem. Make sure you guys go to our website, theblanksspot.com. It's the same as our business name as you see us. THEBLANKSSPOT.com. We have Sublimation Transfers in gang sheets that are ready to ship. 12 for $12. They're 11-inch transfers. We have coffee mug transfers. We have tumbler transfers. And then we have an array of sublimation blanks and supplies. I think we're getting back to doing our Monday and Friday tutorials, but they will only be on Facebook, YouTube, and also only on TikTok. You will not see us doing any tutorials on TikTok Shop. So if you don't see any items pinned, that means that you got to go to our website to make that purchase. And I am done. Some people use the little weeding tool to take the tape off. That's great. You just got to make sure that you don't damage your substrate by picking off the poly coating. Also, if you're using these pink gloves, you want to be careful how you touch it because it can transfer. So these are some things that you're going to learn as you go. A lot of people who are new to sublimation, they don't understand some of the things that you're going to have to learn. Like when I told you guys about using the pressing pillow to actually push up the substrate. Appreciate you taking the time to explain how to do sublimation. I mean, Janet, we need you to buy this stuff. I'm just being honest. I'm being honest. Now, we don't mind explaining. If, like I said before, if a business owner is not going to take the time to explain to you how to shop with them, then you got to ask yourself, is it really worth you shopping with them? Something to think about. So I'm just going to take my microfiber cloth and hold this, and I'm going to hold it with my glove, cradle it in hand. And it is warm. Once again, these are going to make some great gift ideas. These are going to make some great gift ideas for any time of the year. Okay? It's going to make some great gift ideas for any time of the year. This is called a low ball. This is a low ball. It's cold, right, y'all? Guess what? It's coffee season. Hot chocolate and coffee season. And this is going to go great for your coffee or your hot chocolate. So, what we did, and I'm going to do a short recap. I'm going to do a short, quick recap. The one thing that you have to understand about sublimation is that sublimation loves polyester. I'll make it as plain as I can. Sublimation loves polyester. Sublimation does not love cotton. Sublimation loves white or brighter colors. Sublimation does not love colored transfers with colored substrates with full color transfers. Okay, if I were to put this on a colored 100% polyester shirt, then I would not get the exact colors. Okay, I wouldn't get the right colors. So if I wanted to do sublimation on a colored 100% polyester shirt, I would only stick with a black transfer. Sublimation loves 100% polyester because the more polyester count, the higher the polyester count, the brighter it's going to be. Sublimation loves poly-coated tumblers. You can go to any store out there that sells a tumbler that looks white, but if it doesn't have the poly coating and it hasn't been treated for sublimation, I'm not saying that it's not going to sublimate. I'm just saying that it's probably not going to stick and stay. Sublimation does not like you to put this in the dishwasher and wash it because extended heat, repeated heat over time, it's going to continue to sublimate and transfer. So there's a lot of things that you have to learn about sublimation. And if you're new to sublimation, you're just getting started, you're saying, hey, you know what, I can do that. Yes, you can, but please do your research. Please do your research. You can tap in with us when we're doing our tutorials. We're usually going to be here on Mondays and Fridays. That's what our thing is. We're going to be back in. If you've been shopping with us, continue to shop with us. Our warehouse is going to be shut down the last day that we're going to be shipping We haven't decided that yet. However, and we'll let you guys know in a couple of days. However, if you are shopping with us, you'll still be able to get it shipped, but we'll be closed from the 21st until the 28th. The website will stay open. You're going to have access to the 35% off until the end of the year. So I'm going to tell you, if it's something that you need and you want it right then, it's a possibility that it's not going to get shipped because of close to the holiday time anyways. That's we can't control that. But if you want to continue to take advantage of these amazing deals until the end of the year, continue to shop. We're going to have this deal going on, 35% off with a minimum purchase of $50 until the end of the year. That's on everything in the store except for our transfers. We even have classes. We have pre-recorded classes on our website as well. So you can take advantage of that as well. I think that's all I got. So D had to step away. Appreciate you guys for jumping on. I will be back later on some of our social media platforms. But like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. I will see you all at the top because there's too many people struggling at the